There have been 3 officer-involved shootings in Evansville since October of last year, 2 of them deadly. After each one, the Evansville Police Department said the officers responsible reacted the way they were taught.
But what's involved in the training, and how does taking a life affect the officer who fired that fatal shot? Well, tonight, Eyewitness News' Miranda Meister tells us in a special report, a life or death decision. And a warning to some viewers. Some of the video you're about to see is a man killed in a police action shooting.
Face to face with a potential threat, the men and women behind the badge have seconds to make a decision that could change their lives forever.
Who wants to go to work and not come home?
Well, anytime you're getting ready to make a decision that may cost somebody their life, it's extremely important to have been trained on all the ways to take other action. And in the event that you have to make that decision, you're trained to make it quickly and save your own life.
It's a feeling Evansville Police Detective Kenny Dutschke knows all too well.
This didn't just happen.
August 2017, Ricky Ard rushed the federal courts building in Evansville with a weapon.
I was actually on my way to the gym here at headquarters, and I heard the run come out, and I saw the guy, so I went over there to help. When I got over there, he was actually approaching the building and some of the security guards with a baseball bat, and so that's whenever I tried to use the less lethal on him.
That less lethal was a taser that didn't work.
So he turned and looked at me and swung his baseball bat at me, so I had to backpedal. And then in that time, I had to drop my taser, draw my gun, keep from getting hit, and stop him from hitting, stop him from doing anything else.
Dutschke shot Ard, killing him. Dutschke tells me the days following the shooting were a blur.
The shooting at the courthouse, it really didn't hit me till 1 or 2 days later. Hey, this actually just happened, because people were out there protesting. They didn't understand the whole situation. So it's a traumatic thing. Kind of brings stuff into perspective for you. You're this close to not being here anymore. Somebody else isn't here anymore because of this incident.
He said in this moment, he didn't have anything going through his head. He was concentrating on staying alive. To get a better understanding of that, I went through some of the shoot, don't shoot training that police recruits get before they hit the streets.
We feel like it's true to life. A lot of these situations are instances that our new officers as well as our seasoned officers might run into on the street.
Using a projector and laser gun to imitate the real thing.
These situations, they're going to fall back on their training and they're going to remember what they learned in here, and they're going to do exactly what they did in here.
Sergeant Nick Winsett put the gun in my hand, showed me the situations officers are presented with during their training, explaining and showing why they're taught to shoot at the centermost part of a threat's body.
Police in general are not good marksmen. We can't shoot a gun out of somebody's hand. We can't shoot them in a leg. We're not that good of shots.
To learn more, I traveled to Plainfield, Indiana, to the Indiana Law Enforcement Academy to see what recruits there are taught.
Tell him to step out.
Step out from behind.
A lot of your actions can be based on what you've done in the past. Why do we do the simulation training with officers? Why do we do dynamic training? If we've already got it in their mindset of what's going to happen, it will help on what's called the reaction time. You're here, drop down here.
Teaching a mental process that's universally shared.
Your body can't do what your mind has never been through.
And you got to be able to have that mindset, hey, I want to go back to my loved ones, my family.
Dutschke says after his life or death decision, people questioned why it happened. He says it's important to understand it doesn't just happen.
There's 2 sides to every story. There's a reason that we get called there. There's a reason why we're there. And it's more than what you see on the video camera. We're like the body cam or security camera.
You put the pipe down, sir.
Winsett says they push their officers hard for a reason.
You make several traffic stops a week. 99% of your traffic stops are going to be the same thing, a ticket or a no ticket, just, a warning, whatever. And if you do, it's just human nature, it's not just police. You do the same thing over and over and over again, you're going to become complacent. That's a good reminder to not become complacent, because that could happen at any time.
Officers aren't sure what they'll see when they pin on the badge and holster their weapon, but they hope they're prepared when they have to make a life or death decision. Miranda Meister, Eyewitness News.